It's difficult to come up with any precise statistics, but people say that close to about 1.2 million people in India, half of them below the age of 70, have died because of air pollution. And this is in reducing life index or life expectancy by about 1.7 years, given the air pollution in India. I think in addition to that, there's a huge impact on health. There are various statistics about 24% get affected because of heart diseases, 25% from strokes, 43% from pulmonary diseases, and 29% from lung cancer. But I think for folks like us from industry, I think the bigger concern is really about the impact on productivity and on industry. I think a lot of people in each of our companies must realize the loss of productivity of not having people being able to attend work, or the lack of people at work is a big issue. Science and research has shown that there's a very close correlation between air quality and climate change. And therefore, it is essential that in our country, we need to do something about it, given this huge impact. But I think if you think about it, all the 10 most polluted cities in our country are in northern India. They include Kanpur, Delhi, Lucknow, Agra, Gurgaon. So I think there's something absolutely necessary that we need to do about it. CII actually a few years ago started a thing called the Cleaner Air, Better Life initiative to start thinking about what actions we should take. CII has taken a fair number of actions. And this year, in fact, CII has initiated a dedicated CEO forum on air pollution. And it's the first time they've done it. We've brought together nearly about 20, 30 CEOs to learn from each other and trying to really see if we can encourage industry to take concrete steps.
One of the best indicators for an advanced air quality management approach in a country or in a city is the existence of air quality forecasting systems. That will immediately put that management approach as considered to be matured. So this is really important. We hope to see this kind of system in cities like Agra. I don't think Agra has one yet, and others. I'm mentioning Agra because UN Environment and the Climate and Clean Air Coalition is now focusing its efforts on Agra for the next few years. The UN approach, UN Environment approach to dealing with pollution is a pollution implementation plan that is stemming from a resolution from the Third Assembly of the United Nations Environment Assembly in 2017, and we are now in the process of implementing that plan across the environmental compartments that are creating pollutants, that are dealing with pollutants. So air pollution, of course, is one major effort. The way we do it is through science and policy, supporting science and policy, supporting legislation in countries, supporting implementation in countries, awareness raising. We heard how important this is with awareness and outreach. And last but not least, also political engagement, which is crucial for a country to advance the file on air pollution and other pollution areas.
Additionally, we are working in different innovative technologies as thermochromic materials or change phase materials, which are also related to save of energy, and especially the work, the field in which I work, which is the photocatalytic techniques applied to construction materials in order to decontaminate the environment. So this is more or less our field of activity. We cover materials, structures, and envelope. So we are a multidisciplinary team of about 175 people, mostly distributed between chemists, architects, and civil engineers. Recently, these last days, it has been presented the report of 2018 of the European Community related to air quality. Well, in this report, there is a review of the state of the emissions and on the air quality along Europe, in the different countries of Europe, in relation with the reference values, the directive values, the UE that are in force now, and also related to the WHO guideline values, who are more restrictive and which are the values objective for some time.
SAFAR is basically synonymous to what air now you are having in US. And it is a total solution in one shop, and it is India's first air quality forecasting system, where any extreme events, anything 3 days in advance, we can predict at a city level, and so that you can take the precautionary measures or something in a short term. That is one. What are the 5 components of that is that first you should have a robust network of air quality in a particular city. It has been developed in 4 cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Pune and Ahmedabad. SAFAR, where you have a forecasting system. SAFAR-Air, you can get the air quality forecast 3 days in advance along with the advisory and alerts and the precautions. Initially, if you talk about a decade back, we were not having even any measurements with the advanced instrumentation in our country, but over the period of 1 decade is a huge infrastructure development, where now we are having a lot of online USCP approved monitor which are very authentic. So first thing is that you have a meteorological as well as air quality instruments. Then you should have a emission entity development. What are the different sources of emissions which lead to the pollution? So that is the key of everything. Recently, we identified 26 sources in Delhi, and 400 meter by 400 meter resolution, we came out what is the contribution of each source in each pollutants. Then you should have a supercomputer where you can have a forecasting, which we have, and then outreach this program. So these are the kind of a total turnkey solution what we have is.